You're next.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Oh, yeah.
You're next.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the purge happens, you're next.
Okay. This is awesome. So when we get tired, we just go over the boundary of telling people that they're going to the Gulag. But that's really what the show is about.
You're going to the Gulag.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're going to the re-education camps. Marvel does not make better movies than Martin Scorsese, okay? You go to Disneyland, we have your bio data. You shit in the toilets. You've stuffed your face in tables that are too small for you.
No.
Every Disney adult is going to the Gulag. I'm sorry, we know who you are.
Okay.
Everyone that goes to see Marvel movies above the age of 21, you're going to the and that is lenient. That is lenient.
Well, okay, so I have to say, it would be really interesting to hear a comprehensive list of everyone who's going to the Gulag. Because I would really want to hear it. And, like, everyone that makes sense.
Marvel adults,
Yeah.
Disney adults.
Yeah.
People who love Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
People who say that Cardi B is a better rapper than Andre 3000.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can think these things. We
Yeah.
are not the thought police. We are after the people with the gall
Yeah.
to open their mouths and think that they won't get punched in the face, or even worse, go to an Alaskan gulag, and
Yeah.
get re-educated
Yeah.
through corporal punishment
Yeah.
and or death.
List more people. I want to hear more people. I mean, if you have them.
People who say that they don't like the Beatles, and then you name 3 songs, and they're like, I like that one. It's like, okay, yeah, you don't have any hot takes. You should go die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop trying to be. Why don't you become interesting?
Yeah.
As opposed to being a piece of shit contrarian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else? Who else is going? People who play pickleball regularly. You're going who are below 55.
Yeah.
If you're young and you're making a career out of it, fleecing these idiots out of their money, fine.
Yeah.
But if you're between the ages of, say, 25 and 45, you're going to the Gulag.
Yeah.
Find something more interesting to do.
Yeah.
Please. People who listen to too much house music.
Yeah.
People listen to too much house music, and that's their whole personality.
And they talk
Gulag.
about how it means something.
And how it means something.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with somebody one time before they took mushrooms. They said that making house music is harder than a Beethoven sonata.
Yeah.
He took mushrooms. I played the song for him. He apologized immediately.
Yeah.
This guy's an engineer at Raytheon,
Yeah.
making ballistic. He has autism. Not his fault. He admitted while he was wrong. If you admit that you're wrong and you change your ways, you will not go to the Gulag.
Yeah, you get a free pass.
People who are men who are not that smart and are skinny. Go work out. You know what I mean? You're useless. If you're not designing the bombs,
Yeah.
or you're not the guy who's able to go kill the people who didn't get killed by the bombs,
Yeah.
Gulag.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And you'll be in a special one.
Yeah.
You'll be in the one where it's just like, we're gonna train you to become a killer.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be the one where it's like you have the gall to open your mouth about things that you don't know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna quote
those
unquote-
people are gonna get beat into submission.
We're going to quote unquote incentivize you to
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah, literally.
We're gonna create motivation
withhold
where there
food.
was
Yeah,
none.
you're gonna be like Private Santiago.
Yeah.
In A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna withhold food from you. We're gonna do a
Yeah.
code red on you. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be over soon.
Yeah.
You know? Just be like Sisyphus, dude. Just roll the rock up the hill and then walk down the mountain, and that's where you're getting your enjoyment. Other people who are going to people who want to make a more palatable Bible. And or like Big Book.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
People who are like, we have to make the language more accessible.
Take all the poetry out of it.
Yeah, let's not make people smarter and more eloquent. You know
Yeah.
why? Because you are contributing to the fall of democracy, because you are disallowing people to truly be able to like express themselves in an intelligent way. You are going to the Gulag as well. And you may think that this is a tyrannical thing, but that is actually more tyrannical.
No, that is worse. You're going to do worse to society than us fixing you.
Right.
So I'm going to add one. People who say that The Simpsons now is better than it was
Gulag.
when it started.
Gulag.
I mean, I don't even know if they get to go to the same Gulag as people.
No,
I think
they're going to the
really-
re-education one with the Andy Warhol guys, with the Disney
Yeah,
adults.
yeah.
People who go to Build-A-Bear Workshop who are above 20 years old that are buying it for
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
Gulag.
Yeah. We might utilize you to do special, very demoralizing things for
Right.
the country.
Right.
But most of you are going to the Gulag because you're not that.
If there's a war, we're gonna throw it. All the fat Disney adults. If there's a war, we're gonna throw your ass out of a C-130, and you're gonna be a human bomb.
Yeah.
And it's gonna scare the enemy. They're gonna say they're throwing their own people out of airplanes for no reason.
Yeah.
It hasn't killed one of us.
Well, it crushed like 5 people with one of the people because they were extremely
But that's
fat.
like 1 out of 20,000 that we're gonna throw out. They're gonna be like they killed 5 people for 20,000 of their own. They're out of their minds.
You want to talk shock and awe?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You want to see the lengths that we're willing to go to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget about it, buddy. You know what I mean? Who else is going to the Gulag? People who say that Taylor Swift is a better songwriter in terms of lyrics than Bob Dylan. You are just going to get executed on the spot because you are because you're a pretentious fuck who's either lying to themselves or is just so stupid. I have no problem with pretentiousness, but pretentiousness is cultivated and earned. You know what I mean? If you're a pretentious cinema guy and you've seen all the 1920s German silent films, you have earned your pretentiousness. That is allowed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you've only seen Michael Bay's Transformers and one of the...
But we love Michael Bay.
We love Michael Bay.
Say he's bad.
Right. Let's not say he's bad because we need some of that, right?
Yes.
Because that was more of an adult thing.
But we need that
Then
to
the
have
Marvel,
its place.
then the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Where everybody's just clapping. They're like, "Look, it's Tobey Maguire. It's a multiverse." You know what I mean?
no.
You're like, okay, like
No, the half the city needs to get destroyed.
exactly. Like we are going to put mice into a scuba suit and make you watch renditions of Shakespearean plays until you memorize every word, and we're going to take the mice out. You know what I mean? And then you might be...
I thought you were saying we're gonna create scuba suits for mice and then make them do Shakespeare.
No,
that's not what you mean at all.
it's not what I mean at all.
Yeah, you make hungry mice,
Right.
And you're gonna have loose enough scuba suits that they can move around.
Yeah, but not that loose.
Not that
So they're going to drag their genitals across your body. You know what I mean?
Insult to injury.
You know what I mean?
You can get rat AIDS.
Deadly serious. Dude. I'm deadly serious. God forbid I ever get any power in the country because the French might not be able to talk shit about us anymore.
Yeah.
In terms of that we're a cultural vacuum.
How about Birkenstocks?
If you wear Birkenstocks in Los Angeles, you're gone. San Francisco, East Coast, fine. You know what I mean? But just know where you're at.
Yeah,
you know
just
what I mean?
who you are.
LA, San Diego, Santa Barbara, everywhere north of San Luis Obispo.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, and none of
Everywhere
you people can ever talk about anything remotely masculine, the military, anything like that. I think that's probably
If you do it in
reasonable.
LA.
Yeah. Okay.
Some
if you do it in
people,
LA.
dude, like some hockey players from Minnesota wearing Birkenstocks.
They wear Birkenstocks?
Hell yeah, Birkenstocks are German. Those fools
That's
are
such
German.
a weird standard.
It
All right.
sounds because it seems stupid in LA, but a lot of the country actually does. That's why I specified anywhere south of San Luis Obispo.
Yeah.
If you're on vacation, we're gonna give you a citation.
Yeah.
You do it again, you're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a two-strike
Yeah,
policy.
it's a two-strike
and
policy.
honestly, it's subjective. Sometimes it'll just be a one-strike.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyone who says that the WNBA is as entertaining as the NBA, gone. Because really, if you get the theme out of this, we're getting rid of the liars.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of the people that don't know what they're talking about. Okay.
The liars and the delusional, the
genuinely delusional, who have the confidence to say shit that they don't know what they're talking about.
Yes.
If you like for example, if you say that a biological male can compete in women's sports,
Yeah.
and it's fair,
Yeah.
without giving the other women steroids,
Yeah.
or breaking all their bones
Yeah.
to make their skeletal frame bigger,
Yeah.
you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It's
Can
not
we get
fair.
over this?
Yeah.
It's not fair. Okay? If Rob Dickers,
if you could see what
if
Rob
you could
Dickers
see
looked
what
like-
Rob Dickers looked like, and you put Rob Dickers in a dress and said, "Hey, go, like whatever, any
Yeah.
female sport." No, enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Any sport
Let's
that-
put
yeah.
Brock Lesnar in a dress and have him be the UFC Women's Heavyweight Champion.
Well, it could be ping pong and it'd still be bad.
Ping pong for me is questionable.
Really?
Yeah, because how hard can you really hit the little ball? Maybe I'm ignorant. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm wrong about
Maybe
that.
I'm wrong. But we're talking about the major sports. We're talking about football, basketball, swimming, track, you know what I mean? Soccer.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of 14-year-old boys beat the U.S. women's national team, who is very good.
How did that happen?
Because
Well, no, how did that even get... Because they should have known
they
there
needed
was
practice.
a chance. Oh my God.
No, they needed practice.
That's
They
insanity.
needed practice. So dude, yeah. I mean,
Give me more
Whatever.
people.
Anybody who posts on Instagram about how they just read The Alchemist, you're gone. You're gone. That's embarrassing.
Yeah,
You're gone.
It's a short book.
Anybody who posts on Instagram about reading Phil Knight's book, you're gone. Anybody who posts on Instagram about reading David Goggins' book, you're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop getting this literary persona if you read books about people who don't read books. Enough. You're gone. You know what I mean? What else?
I mean, I think we've gotten a lot of them, but the list is going to grow. Just know that. Like, a future episode will contain another section where we've thought of more. Oh, go ahead.
Anybody who drives a Tesla, which is a fast vehicle objectively, in the leftmost lane on the freeway going 60 miles an hour, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Anyone who's gotten a Tesla and has committed to having, the whole Tesla lifestyle, just like with Apple, has committed to having a Tesla, but vehemently hates Elon Musk. You're gone. You're gone. That's a half measure.
Anybody who gets a Tesla and talks about how they're saving the environment while simultaneously being knowingly ignorant of the cobalt mines in the Congo, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah.
Because you care more about whales than people. You're gone. You're gone.
Yeah. You're like a charity. You care more about whales than people.
Exactly. The people that run the homeless organizations in LA.
What?
You're gone.
Why? Explain that one. Now it's
no,
nuts.
because it's ran by some fucking butch lesbian who makes $450,000 a year, and her job is to end homelessness.
Yeah.
Why would you ever end homelessness when you make $450,000 a year?
Yeah.
You wouldn't. You're lying to yourself. You're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody who's saying that there's not enough gender diversity in the fire department, you're gone. You're gone. They're not picking Morgan and I up from a burning building.
No.
And that one lady who did the commercial, who was like, some people say, what if my husband is in a burning house? Could you pull him out? If your husband's in a burning house, he probably did something wrong in the first. You're a fucking firefighter. Do your job. You know what I mean? What are you there for? You know what I mean? Enough.
This is why this podcast is called Live, Love, Gulag.
Gulag.
Because you've lived.
You're gone.
Or live, laugh. You've lived, you've laughed, you enjoyed life. The problem is you have not been held accountable for your actions.
You have not been held accountable. Dude.
And we would like to help you.
We would. Dude, this whole thing is a charitable act, okay? Yeah. This whole thing is
you get to go for free.
Exactly. Yeah. For free. You get a free classical education, okay?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can do that. You know what I mean?
So what there's no heating? So what that you have to wear the same clothes? It's free.
People who voted for Reagan and then are like talking about the artistic merits of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, you're gone.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, and
you're gone.
And explain for the people who don't know about
Kendrick. You can't
Kendrick.
vote for Reagan and then say Serena Williams is so cool for doing a crip walk at Wimbledon. You're gone.
Well, let me give you a reason why we might not take someone who voted for Reagan who loves the Kendrick Lamar thing. Here's why. Maybe they voted for Reagan so that the crack epidemic happened. Then that caused the circumstances for Kendrick Lamar's, whole, a bunch of his early shit is about growing up in the crack epidemic.
Right.
So they had the idea of look, sometimes to make something amazing, you gotta make things worse.
I have a different theory.
Yeah.
I think that they were like, I'm going to vote for Reagan, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to glorify someone glorifying gang culture on a global stage because I hate the certain people that I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. So you know what? You're genuine. You're not God.
Yeah.
Rescinded, bro.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily agree with you.
Yeah.
We actually dislike you as a person.
But to be honest, we need more of you people.
But we need more genuine people.
Genuine and calculating. That's what we need.
We'll deal with you later. Well, if you're that genuine and calculated, we're gonna stick you in the CIA, and you're gonna
repeat the same shit they did
before. But in foreign countries.
In foreign countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
Oh man, I mean, I think we've gone through so many, but like maybe there's I have no doubt that you could think of one. I have no doubt that you could think of a million more.
Okay, anybody who says anybody from India who says they don't sound like Apu, you're gone. Because that's a bold-faced lie. You know what I mean? That's insulting our intelligence. That's like saying that we don't have ears. No, we're not deaf. We hear you. You're gone.
That is like poetry because you're telling us that you're lying before you finish saying the lie.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gone. Sorry, bud. You're out the door. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
All the guys that showed up to voting booths in the South LARPing as special forces people during the election, you're gone.
Yeah.
Because you're being disingenuous for one reason. You think you're badass because you're intimidating 80-year-old women. You're gone. You know what I mean? You're gone. And remember when Tren de Agua was taking over apartment buildings in Colorado?
Oh yeah.
Where were those special forces guys? Where'd you guys go?
Yeah.
Where were the Minutemen? We were waiting for you.
Yeah.
And that was so bad that I said, you know what? Maybe the Venezuelans should take over America because they're obviously more American in regards to the ethos of this country, which is take whatever you want using guns than traditional Americans.
Yeah.
So guess what? Tren de Agua, you're in. Proud Boys, gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gone. Bring back the Venezuelans. Okay?
Any of the January 6th people who decided that they were changed by going to prison.
Right. Gone.
Because you went to the Gulag and had the wrong conclusion.
Right.
You need to stick with your shit.
They didn't go to the Gulag.
No, they didn't. They didn't go to the Gulag.
You went to daycare.
You went to daycare.
This will scar you for life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that's not even to support Trump. It's just to say, gotta be genuine. Gotta follow through on your shit. And if you jump out right when you're being saved,
right,
it's gay.
Yeah,
it's really gay.
Oh, Catholics who won't admit that there's an institutional problem with child molestation, gone.
Yeah, those ones.
Gone.
Yeah, that's a really rough one.
People who were liberals that were like, people who are liberals that won't admit that there was some election fraud with Bernie in Iowa in the primaries. Gone. There obviously was. Gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
gone.
Sorry to get so political, but the fucking Joe Biden people, the people who are like, he's perfect. He's the
Biden people that won't admit that he was brain dead in office. Gone.
The whole time.
You're gone.
The whole time.
You're
got worse towards the end. But
they're no, I've never seen the video of him falling off his bike. Really? Everybody saw that video. You're gone. You're gone.
Here's the thing. If you were genuine about it and you told us, look, we're going to put this guy in, but everybody behind him is going to lead.
Exactly.
And even though you didn't elect him, we're going to get good people.
Fine.
I would respect
that.
Yeah.
Fine. If you told me he's not running the country, but his little group of people who are running the country is a better option than the other guy, in your opinion, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and tell me that the guy's fit to hold office.
No.
You're gone. You're gone. You're I mean, you're gone so fast that you're not even going to know it. Yeah. You're not even going to know it.
Oh, I have a big one. And we're going on a political thing, but that's just the train of thought. People who criticized, said it was a horrible racial attack to call Kamala Harris Kamala.
Gone.
I mean, can't even. Dude. I don't know if they even get to. That might be an execution thing. That might have to be an execution thing.
It's like enough.
That one, I don't know if it can be fixed.
People in Antifa who are either 400 pounds or emaciated who think that they're IRA revolutionaries. Gone.
Is there anyone in Antifa who doesn't go there? Doesn't go to the Gulag?
Yeah.
Yeah?
If you're physically fit and you know how to make improvised explosive devices and have some training with firearms, because you are talking about running a revolution.
Yeah.
You're gone. You can't have a revolution without any practical weapon skills. I mean, some of them might be saved because they'd be like, look, I know about drones and hacking. You're like, okay, fine. But you need some foot soldiers. And I did not see one of them on the TV. All I saw were people that I could literally pick up with my pinky and smash their skull. until all I saw was brain matter. You're gone.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we're looking for Luca Mangione type.
Yeah. We're looking for Luca Mangione
Antifa
or Bill Gates in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Steve Wozniak. If you're Wozniak or Mangione, you're fine. Don't worry about it because you were being truthful the whole time. If you just wear a Che Guevara t-shirt and you're a 5'3", 400-pound chick or a 5'8", 105-pound guy that thinks he's badass because he's got a mask on his face, you're gone. You're going to see what badass is in the gulags. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gone.
We're gonna have some people who just like are Harlem Globetrotters. They're just implanted, and they're going to be,
and
treated
they're going to sow discord.
Yeah.
They're going to be like the people that the FBI placed in riots.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else?
We're going to go for 2 hours with this one. I love this.
People who throw paint on great works of art to protest the environment. You're fucking gone.
That's an execution.
You're immediately executed.
Yeah.
Gone. Sorry. You know what I mean? The Mona Lisa never did anything. Okay? You're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anyone who's a militant environmentalist, you cannot get around in this world without touching some level
You're gone.
of environmental injustice.
You're gone.
You're gone.
Like, it's like enough already.
Yeah.
Enough already.
It
know? People who foreign exchange students from a certain country where they put Uyghurs in concentration camps who just look at you like you're stupid when you say, is that happening? They go, of course not. You're gone.
Oh, I gotta tell you.
You're gone.
That one's like a very special
You're gone.
part of the re-education camp where
you're gone.
You
came from a re-education camp,
Yeah.
now you're going to ours.
We're putting you in a
know what I
box
mean?
where it's just Michael Bay films, every
Yeah.
hour of every day. You don't get to sleep. You just hear the Transformers.
You're gone.
And John Krasinski just make a
You're
lot
gone.
of noise all the time.
You're
You're
gone.
gonna enjoy it by the end.
You're gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's a really, really tough one. I mean, there's so many hypocrites around, and I think the old thinking would have been hypocrites are fixed by like good arguments. That is no longer the case.
No longer the case.
The case is that they are so entrenched and they have so many people to rely on to reinforce their bullshit.
They're sick.
That you need to be separated. You need to be put in extreme circumstances.
You're gone.
To hopefully better your life and
gone.
become a functioning member of society.
You're gone.
Yeah. It really is.
It's because everybody was able to get an opinion with the internet.
Yeah.
Everybody was able to express their opinion and have their own little moment.
Well, and everybody
you need to earn your moment.
Yeah.
You need to earn your moment like someone like Christopher Hitchens. You must be eloquent. You must be knowledgeable. Even if you're wrong, like Hitler, he was at least charming and eloquent. You know what I mean? Now we got everybody's their own little Hitler talking in a 4th grade lexicon, freaking out about their own little thing. Anybody who says that, well, okay, I don't know about this one. I'm gonna withhold this one.
I have one in the meantime. So this is just a one-person one. Maybe it'll apply to everyone who likes him. But Neil deGrasse Tyson, you're gone. You're going there. Everything you put, I don't like him at all.
Why?
He is so pretentious, and like he'll post after a school shooting talking about how the universe, in the universe's eyes, we're all just very small, and I'm like.
Okay, Neil, I'm sorry.
Other people can do science, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Neil,
shut the fuck up.
But the thing about Neil is, like, when are you actually doing science? Because all you're doing is going on Joe Rogan, talking to him like he's an idiot.
Yeah, which he is an idiot.
That's like what Tim Dillon said. It's like, what are all these great thinkers doing?
Yeah.
Like Brett Weinstein and Lex Friedman and all these guys. All they do is sit around and talk.
Yeah.
When do you guys actually do your work?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really important.
What papers have you... Les, you went to Drexler, okay? Stop mentioning MIT. Lex, you're gone. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's not because you're Russian. Okay? It's because you're a liar.
Yeah.
Who else?
And we might,
anybody who thinks that female cops are necessary.
Like
you're gone.
Like and
for anything else but administrative duties.
Well, I would say
you're gone.
It's not that there can be no female cops. I think they do perform well in
fine.
But or better, I mean.
Fine, yeah,
But
fine.
the thing is, if you are saying that it is an integral part of every police
force to have, you're gone.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I was not apprehended when I made threats to 3 police officers.
And trees.
When I
disobeyed
a lawful order.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was told to stop doing something, and I kept doing it. I should have gone to jail for public drunkenness.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do anything about it because they would have had to shoot me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gone. You're gone. And Ike, this is for you. You contrarian piece of shit. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it'd be good if we don't have people that just want to beat people up. Oh, what? So they can get beat up? Ike, enough. We live in America, dude. We don't live in Denmark. Yeah. Every one of our citizens is a feral animal who needs a threat of violence to comply. Even me. And I am at a lower end of feral animal instincts than a lot of people that live in this country. Hey, Mike, let's go have 2 female cops patrol meth trailers in New Mexico and see what happens. Enough.
Yeah,
this is the real world, Mike.
Meth heads.
Let's have, you know what? Let's throw him in the ring with Mike Tyson while we're at it.
Yeah.
Mike, you're gone. Almost. I'll take you back.
Mike?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson? Or
no,
Mike?
Ike.
Yeah. No.
Ike, you might be gone. You might not be gone. You know what? You're not gone because you're my boy.
You talked yourself out of that. I mean, I get it, but
But I know that he's just being a contrarian trying to piss me off.
Well, but the thing is, does he have another mode that he can switch to? I don't know. Maybe he does.
As long he's not posting on the internet about it, he's fine. He's not going.
Okay.
Who else is gone? Let me see.
You brought up one that was a good one. Here's one I was thinking about before. Writers who insert inorganic diversity characters into movies. You ruined Conclave.
You're gone.
You're gone.
That's actually more the producers, I feel like.
I guess whoever
That's the
does
producers
that.
and the studio heads. You're gone. Basically, all of Hollywood, like the guys who make decisions, you guys are all gone.
Yeah, you guys are gone.
You guys are gone. And you know what?
You're replaceable. You're so replaceable.
You're so replaceable.
All you have is a big contacts list.
You're so replaceable. Yeah. Anybody can go and watch a rough cut of a movie and say, I didn't really feel an emotional through line. What does that mean? You know what I mean? What does that mean? You're gone. Sorry. Oh yeah. The entire Academy and everyone who worked on Everything Everywhere All at Once and everyone who supported that movie, you're gone. Yeah. You are gone. Yeah. That movie did not deserve to win more Oscars than any movie ever, including Parasite. And then the gall for the people to go up and say, people like me don't usually Parasite in Korean language. 2 years before you. What the fuck are you talking about? You guys are all gone. The dude from the Indiana Jones #2 movie, gone. The writer, gone. The studio heads, gone. The Academy people, gone. Everybody who laughed obnoxiously in that movie at shit that wasn't funny, gone. Everybody who said that was a great film because, it was just the plot line. The plot line was a girl with an Asian tiger mom who couldn't figure it out. You're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the same way that there's like rules on Reddit threads, which are kind of oppressive, except for, my favorite one. Those people, or that type of rule should be applied to Oscar speeches. And they should just cut out your money.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, gone.
You're
gone. You're gone.
He's a good
you're
actor,
fucking
though.
Gone. I don't give a damn, bro. There's a lot of good actors. Joaquin Phoenix, you're gone. You're not as good as Daniel Day-Lewis, okay?
But he does cringe, like Daniel Day-Lewis is a great actor, unparalleled. But the problem is, he is too likable. Joaquin Phoenix does unlikable
No, he's
things.
not. There will be blood.
Here's the thing, you respect that guy.
You don't. If you really watch the movie and you're not obsessed with status and the accumulation of wealth, you do not respect him.
Okay. Well, I think
you know
most
what
people
I mean?
are, but...
Well, then most people are gone.
Most people are gone. Everybody's going to the Gulag. I get all of America to myself.
I don't even want it. I'm going to be lonely.
Yeah.
I'm going to be lonely, and I'm going to invite everyone in France over here.
Oh, my God.
So maybe we can have a bit of cult. Oh, my God. People who ban peanuts on airplanes. You're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone. If you can't handle peanuts, you were meant to leave the gene pool a long time ago. I'm sorry you can't ruin it for the rest of us. You're gone. People that freak out about smoking in public, when somebody's smoking in public and you give them a side eye, you're fucking gone. This is America. You don't like it? Go to Canada. Go wrap yourself in bubble wrap and go have a communist dictator tell you what's good and right. You're fucking gone. You're gone.
No.
You know what I mean? Gone.
Yeah, anyone really policing language?
Anybody that just sucks Trump's dick for no reason and doesn't go, yeah, he's a bad guy, you're gone.
Yeah, unless
You're
you're Christian, which is like a thing where I can't really even argue with that because they're so and like genuinely like would throw yourself in front of a train for Christ type of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's my caveat. Maybe you don't
think
believe
those
that.
guys are good?
Yes.
Like those guys are okay?
Like the ones that are like actually like really because they're genuine, right? And we're always gonna have people like that because that life is one version of finding yourself.
That's totally fine, but like in this world, once we get rid of the people that did the intro to the Paris Olympics, there will be no argument to just have him be unstained. You know what I mean? Because the other side will not be like, hey, let's make children's books where two guys suck each other's dick, or even a girl sucks a guy's dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's not sex ed. That's pornographic.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Dude. Well, I've had so many, but I just forgot them all. I mean, you will
women in New York City whose dads work for JP Morgan and they moonlight as DJs in Bushwick and talk about how they're communists and they hate capitalism, sipping an $8 Starbucks, you're fucking gone. You're gone. You know what I mean? You're gone. And the same thing goes for conservatives who say that the U.S. has never done anything bad, like Charlie Kirk. Guys like Charlie Kirk, who aren't as eloquent as he is, you're fucking gone. You're gone as well. Gone. You know what I mean? Gone.
Yeah.
People that say that people who listen to rap music have a lower IQ, I mean, you're gone. You're gone. I was told that when I was a kid. Lil Wayne was the reason I started reading books. You're fucking gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
You know? You're gone.
Every influencer,
you're gone.
you're gone.
You're gone.
We could find other ways to advertise.
People who are like, oh, you can't ban social media. You're fucking gone. You're gone. Because you don't know what's good for you. You're gone. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
like in this world, there would only be like podcasts and like educational videos on YouTube. It would be like the History Channel back when we were kids. There would be no Pawn Stars. It would just be like, this is the Battle of Waterloo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, like you know what I mean? I don't want to see your unboxing of your fucking clothes. You have to have something to say to have something on the platform. You can't just try on clothes or review shit that you get off Amazon. All you people are fucking gone. You're gone. Well, or play video games on stream. You're gone.
It's horrifying because like kids will watch the unboxing videos and then when they get toys, they'll like do their own.
They'll do their own little unboxing. Why don't you open the fucking toy and play with it?
Go play with it.
Hey, kids who do that, you're fucking gone too. You're gone.
This is
sorry.
This is what I shouldn't say, but the pharmaceutical people who
oh my god,
all these. I mean, that's so many different people.
God.
But I'm specifically saying the people who promote and like really are militant about all these substitutes for drugs, like these opiate substitutes, like Suboxone.
Right.
These people who recommend that to people who need other help.
Yeah.
You're gone.
You're gone.
Execution.
You're gone.
You're gone.
You're gone. All the fat positive people that are now in the commercials for Ozempic, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone because you are a money grubbing whore. Because before it was like I'm going to be in a Twinkies commercial and talk about how high blood pressure is not a real thing, and now I'm going to be in an Ozempic commercial and not explicitly admit that I have a problem with my weight and that is actually really bad. You know what I mean? You're gone. All the academics that talk about how actually fat bodies aren't necessarily as unhealthy as skinny bodies, blah, blah, blah. You're fucking gone. You're gone. Sorry.
People who bully celebrities and other people for getting skinny after being fat for a very long time.
You're fucking gone.
That's a really
Lizzo, we're gonna put you on a throne.
Yeah.
Because you woke up.
You woke up.
You know what I mean? Good for you.
Yeah.
See, we have empathy. You know?
Adele was already hot.
Adele was already hot, but Adele wasn't like, look at me, I'm a queen, I'm fat, you guys.
Never.
Like Lizzo. And then Lizzo woke up and was like, oh my God, I'm rich and I'm going to die before I should. Let me enjoy my money and get skinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And honestly, Lizzo, you got accused of fat shaming your own fat dancers. So we like you. You're not gone. You're not gone. You're gonna get placed on the board. We need some.
I know.
We need some fucking DEI on the board. Let's get a plus size black chick on here.
Whatever worked for you. That's not even DEI. That's merit based, right there.
It's merit based.
You are going to help us do the Gulag program.
You're going to help us. You're going to help us.
There's going to be a whole fat wing of the Gulag.
Yeah, and you're going to be the head of it.
It's going to need reinforced floors. It won't be on the first floor. It cannot be on the second floor.
She's not even that big anymore, though. She might not even need that.
No, I'm saying all the fat people she's fixing.
Oh, yeah. No. They're going to be thrown to the wolves.
Then the wolves are going to get fat. But they'll run it off.
Fine, dude. They'll run it off, dude. Or they'll get killed. Mother Nature, dude.
People who say they like pets and dogs more than they like people. Okay,
Gone.
I'll show you some dogs who really want to meet you. They're very hungry.
Gone.
Yeah.
People who like look at you with a straight face and you can see the pain in their eyes when they tell you that they're not lonely, when like they don't have children and they're like 55 still going to like Ibiza to party. Like, you're gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get your priorities right.
That was so specific.
You know what I mean? Like, get your priorities right. You know what I mean? Like, people who say that the classic familial structure is a tenet of white supremacy or whatever and the patriarchy, you're fucking gone. You know what I mean? You're gone. You know? I'll make some caveats, you know what I mean? If you're more into the communal thing, like Native Americans, cool. You know what I mean? But if you're saying a child and a man and a woman is somehow horrible, you're fucking gone. You know what I mean? God forbid. God forbid the thing that has happened for fucking 20,000 years as human beings, you now have a problem with, you're fucking gone. You don't know what you're talking about. You're gone. You know what I mean? You're just gone. You're just gone. You know?
I mean, especially because those people are in America.
And those people,
America needs more people.
And a lot of these people are overlap, if you can tell. A lot of these people have similar, have
multiple. A lot of people touch on both these things. You're a double offender.
Exactly. You might think that it's like, oh my God, there's so many people. It's like, it's not that many people. They're just the loudest motherfuckers, dude. And they're being promoted by the media, and we don't know why, but everyone in the media is fucking gone.
Yeah, everybody. Okay, yeah, and also, we do allow double jeopardy. Yeah. So if you happen to have more than one of these things, guess who's getting a longer stay?
You're double gone.
Yeah, you're actually going to be so great by the time you get out.
You are going to be a model citizen if you get out. You know what I mean? If. And that's one big if.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody who says that Quentin Tarantino is not a good writer-director, you're fucking gone. That's a bold-faced lie. That's a bold-faced lie.
Or you're just part of a group that we really can't have in this country.
And you're just like a horrible contrarian. It's like, really? Like, come on, guys. You know what I mean? Enough. You're gone.
Yeah.
Like, you're gone. You know what I mean? You're gone. You know? Spike Lee, gone.
If you're like an alternative stand-up comedian who really tries to make genuine messages,
oh God, you're fucking gone.
You're fucking gone.
You're gone
not Dave
so
Chappelle.
fast.
You are not Dave Chappelle.
You are gone so fast. you like, because you're closer to my sphere, so that means I'm gonna see you first.
Yeah, I'm gonna find you.
You're gone. You know what I mean? You're gone. You know?
Oh my God. Yeah, like.
Female comedians that only talk about their vaginas, gone. You're gone. Amy Schumer, gone. You are so gone. So fast. You know what I mean?
Anyone who says they were homeless because they went to like a rehab or they had to stay at a hotel because they didn't have, a place for a while, you're gone. You're gone. I don't even know how you fix that one.
You are gone.
Yeah.
Everybody in San Francisco who's like, oh, there's no problem with theft and home invasions.
Yeah, and saying there is this racist.
And let's keep giving people on the streets drugs because that's the most humane thing to do. You're a horrible person. You're gone immediately. Not even worth the bullet.
Yeah.
Let me just put it that way. Not even worth. You're giving a drug addict drugs.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone. And then you send your kid to some $50,000 a month rehab. Yeah. Why don't you give him drugs? Huh?
Yeah.
If it's not so bad, just start doing heroin when the baby's in the womb.
Yeah.
You know?
Get him ready.
Do it.
It's a San Francisco lifestyle. So here's one.
The lady on the plane who told the flight attendant that she wanted to talk to him man to man and she was just a butch lesbian. She wasn't even trans. You're fucking gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Generally, if you've had a Karen moment, you're gone.
Yeah.
But that's such a loosely
that's pretty broad,
term.
so we're going to have to get into the particulars of that.
All right, I have an honorable mention. If you have a hyphenated last name, that's not necessarily your fault. But
your mom's gone.
You're on notice.
Yeah.
You're on fucking notice.
And
we're watching you.
Your mom is probably gone. You know what I mean?
Your mom, not your dad.
Your
dad
mom
gets to
is
stay.
probably
Dude, the
gone
dad
because
is
we
the
know that the dad was not the. And you know what? Your dad's gone too because he let that happen.
He let that happen.
You know what I mean?
He's the
So
one who's really the cause of that.
He's gone too.
He had every way to stop that.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. People that watch Stephen Colbert and are like, oh, he's way funnier than he was before. You're gone.
Stephen Colbert, you're gone.
Yeah, Colbert, you're gone. You sold
Yeah.
out. You're fucking gone.
Jimmy
Jimmy Kimmel, gone too.
Jimmy Kimmel's gone.
I
enjoy him.
Jimmy
more,
Kimmel's
though.
not worth the bullet. He's in that category for me.
Well, no.
Because he's like such a piece of shit douchebag, and now he's lecturing everybody who's a normal guy who never had the option to make women jump on trampolines who have big tits. We never had that option, and you're saying that we're bad guys.
No, but here's my thing. It would be so inspiring to see him go back into the blackface, misogynistic
Right.
one.
And
then
he'll have the opportunity to do that if he
that's
survives
what you mean
the
by not worth
camps.
the bullet. So
No, that's I rescind that.
Okay.
Because I was just talking about we're gonna throw him out of the plane on the way there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's a plane ride? Bullets are cheaper. But
You gotta transport a lot of them. We gotta let them know we mean business.
guys who try to give me clarifications on what costs more, you're gone.
Yeah, you're gone. You're gone.
Jimmy Fallon, you're gone. Pretty much every late night host.
Every late night host
gone.
is gone. You guys,
Gutfeld, I actually.
Trevor Noah, you're
it's a
gone.
tough
Stop
one.
sowing division in this country. You're not even from here. You're fucking gone.
Yeah.
Hassan Minaj, you are so fucking gone. You are fucking. I'm gonna take you personally, Hassan. I'm gonna take you personally.
We're gonna take the long way to
Fucking
the gulag.
You're lying about the FBI in my mosque. Maybe because it was right after 9/11. You fucking piece of shit. What are you talking about here? Huh?
College administrators who don't do anything. You are
gone. Oh yeah.
You have to be made an example.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are so far
Whatever
gone.
happens to you has to be public.
You guys are so far
Yeah,
gone.
because you really are the problem.
It is.
with a lot of
You
these
are a
things.
problem with a lot of these things.
Yeah, right.
A lot of this is all your fault. You know.
Professors who teach about the Holocaust, who should know more about anybody else than about the Holocaust, who relate the Holocaust to how Trump's presidency.
You are so fucking gone.
You are going to a special we're making
We are sending you to Israel. We're outsourcing it.
No, well,
we are outsourcing it, and we are going to let the IDF interrogators deal with you.
No.
We're going to let the Mossad deal with you.
We
bro.
need to make like a Colonial Williamsburg recreation camp for them.
Just
where
for
they're
them.
gone
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
In Gaza. You guys are going to Gaza.
We're altering the weather to make it like
rainy. Exactly. You're gone.
You're gone.
You're gone.
One of my professors said that in front of a Holocaust survivor who was speaking to us. I couldn't believe it. And she looked at him like an absolute idiot. She's like 90 years old. She has enough energy to give him the most evil
energy.
They them energy.
Okay, I'm going to say this one because you fired me up enough.
We are going to a 3-hour podcast. We did a podcast before this, and I have reignited the energy by introducing this topic.
Like
It's
Bob,
a list.
Bob Dickers is going to say something that I promised people that I love I would not say on here, but enough is enough. You can't keep me silent anymore. We are not cutting this part out. We are not cutting. If you cut this part out, you're gone too. Anybody who says that trans people's lives are in danger because Trump is in office, you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let me add this caveat. If you say it because you think that there's going to be a culture of people hating them more and they're going to feel more free to come out of the woodwork to do their horrible deeds to them, fine. See, I'm a judge. But if you say that the government is specifically enacting violence on the trans community, you are so fucking gone.
And also, if the government was going to go after
anybody, why would they go after them?
Well, no, more than that, it would be like with any other group, they'd have to really plan it. Trans people are like a 0.25% of the population. They could do it overnight if they wanted to.
You
but
wouldn't
they
even
won't.
notice.
Yeah, you wouldn't
even notice. You guys are the same people that have my friends calling me, going, they are murdering trans people in the street. And I go, no, Paul, they're not. They're not. You know what I mean? We don't live in a part of the world that does that. I'm not going to say who does that because I don't really know, but I think we all kind of know.
Yeah.
Right? You're gone. You are so fucking gone. You know what I mean? You are gone.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say one, but I don't know how bad. It's bad.
What is it?
It would be people who
oh God, how bad is it?
Support a certain religion, I guess I'll say specifically. They support it, and they'll get mad if anybody even close to criticize it.
Oh,
however, in the concept of female circumcision, they are absolutely
super down for that.
Well, well, there's people who are down for it. Those people are gone too. But the people who hate it also, they're gone too.
Right.
Like the people who are like, I hate that, but I love this.
Right.
I don't see a route for
Okay. Anybody
being a productive member of society.
Anybody who cannot admit to the cultural, to the problems with the culture of the people in Gaza, but still supports Gaza. If you can't admit that maybe throwing gays off a building is bad, but you can't say that in the same sentence as I also think that it's horrible that we're bombing the shit out of them. You're fucking gone. Try to have a keener view of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, if a group of people is doing something horrible, right? And then they get something done to them that's also horrible. You can be like, those guys are bad, but what is happening to them is not good, right? I'm not saying, but if we can't admit, right, that maybe throwing people off of a building because they like to put a certain genital in their mouth and have a certain one is bad, at the same time that what's happening to them is also bad, you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
I think to make this a more general rule, if you are arguing for like quote unquote tolerance for something, for a complex issue, I'll give you that.
Right.
It's a complex
issue.
But when you are confronted with a obviously bad
intolerant thing,
you say it's good. Let's say there's a certain I don't know, demographic shift, but and that's a complex issue. However, when that is directly linked to discovering children working in meat factories across the country in the middle of the night when no one should notice, and you excuse that, you're gone.
You're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are gone. Anybody who supports open border policy but won't take migrants into their own home, you're fucking gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
You're gone.
Everybody in Martha's Vineyard who have protested the people being sent there, you're gone.
You're gone.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys are so gone.
Yeah.
You guys are so, because look, we are pretty apolitical, right? It's just about if you have inconsistencies, you're gone.
Yeah.
That's all it really boils down to.
We mentioned some conservative ones.
We mentioned some liberal ones.
It's just the problem is there's a vast, so imbalanced.
Right.
But we're not political. We're not trying to tell you how to think.
And you know what? Anybody who thinks that any abortion at all is bad, including like birth control pills, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah,
you're gone because it's un-American. Let people have the right to self-determination.
Yes.
You fucking piece of shit. You don't have to agree with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you want to get into nitty-gritty about how, I mean, I don't think anybody's saying, hey, let's pull the thing out 2 days before it's supposed to come out and beat it in the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? I don't think anybody's saying that. But if you're like, hey, 3 days ago, this 14-year-old found out that she's pregnant, and she's trying to.
It's her brother,
and it's her brother, right? And her older brother raped her, and it's 4 days out from insemination, and you're saying that's God's child, and that should not happen. You're fucking gone.
You're gone.
You're so gone.
And honestly, the beating its brains out thing, that's actually not as bad as the late term ones really are. I won't even get into it because it's disgusting.
I don't know about that. I have no idea.
Should I talk about it? I don't think we do gross stuff on the show. But one thing I said earlier is I said, we're not trying to tell you how to think. Let me clarify. We're not trying to tell you how to vote. We are absolutely trying to tell you how to think.
Right.
Because you cannot have these giant contradictions that completely invalidate every part of who you are. Right. Especially when you base your identity on having such a great
strong ideologies.
You don't.
You don't.
You enable it.
You don't.
You enable it. And the ones who enable it because they know it makes more for them to profit off of,
You're gone.
You're gone, but I respect you more.
I do. I do respect you more.
Like you are saying you shouldn't have open borders, but you're also saying that that you also know that like the conservative people who are saying you should not have open borders, but then you enable open borders to happen because you want to get voted back in.
You're fucking gone.
You are gone.
You're gone. All those guys who voted against Biden's Border Act, you're fucking gone.
We're gonna give you a beanie.
Piece of
That's
shit. Why don't you
go to
try
the Gulag, but you get a beanie.
Why don't you try some bipartisan politics once in a while? You fucking assholes. You're gone. You are gone.
The people who invented the primary system or altered the primary system in America
what is
basically the way that you vote in the candidates. It's very linked to how both sides are extreme. They have to be extreme. There's no one who can be in the middle.
You guys are gone.
You guys are gone. The Electoral College, we're replacing you, and we're going to go case-by-case basis to see whether you're gone or not. But the chances are you're gone.
The heads of each political party, which makes the primaries a privately organized election, you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
We need oversight.
Yeah.
You can't just throw in Buttigieg and lie that he won Iowa. You're fucking gone. Bernie did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
anybody who considers himself a liberal but then goes, oh, Bernie's a bit too radical.
Yeah.
We're going to put in Hillary. You're fucking gone. Any person during that primaries who was like, oh, who are self-proclaimed like Antifa liberals who are like, I'm not voting for Bernie. I'm voting for Elizabeth Warren because she's a woman. You are fucking gone. You are so far gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
and I hope you die on the flight there.
All right. You want to get assassinated? This one is one that needs to be done, but they assassinate everybody. People who believe that the Federal Reserve should act with impunity. I'm not saying that it's not... I'm not trying to wholeheartedly rearrange how economics work in America, and in the world for that matter.
Right.
But the people who really keep enabling them and take money from them and just enable us all to be oppressed by this, you're gone in a way that will be very public.
Gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gone.
This is such a funny list, and it's I gotta tell you, we've spent 40 minutes making it, at more than 40 minutes making the list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are we at?
I'm trying to think of some other people. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know. It's really not a never-ending list, but there's just so much that has gone unchecked for so long.
Right.
That if given the chance and the gulags and the power and the ability, these people would be in the gulag.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the environmental sector who like.
Oh, you talked about those guys?
You already talked about those guys
We did.
Well, how about the people who are like trying to push?
Anybody that worked at BP Oil during the fucking oil spill and then goes, we're sorry. You're fucking gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
You're gone.
Anybody who covered up an oil
Justin
spill,
Trudeau, you're gone, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But we don't even need to mention
clarify.
you. We don't give a shit about Canada.
Yeah, Canada is not really...
You're nothing.
Yeah. You know what? Most of you are going to be employed at the gulag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe not employed as sanitary workers.
That's how we're gonna fix your shit economy.
Yeah, you're gonna get to watch the re-education.
We're giving jobs. Yeah, you're gonna get scared out. You're just go play hockey and drink beer. Yeah. Like you used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop trying to do everything cool. Stop it.
Yeah, stop trying to be hip to everybody's trends.
You guys are rednecks that live in the snow. Enough.
All right, another environmental one are people who push solar panels and wind power, but hate nuclear power.
You guys are so fucking gone.
You guys are so fucking
You guys are gone out of ignorance.
You guys know it doesn't work.
Dude, you know it. You know it
doesn't work, and you're trying to fuck us for your own gain. You're trying to fuck humanity for your own gain.
You're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say to you.
People who lobby for food additives that obviously are bad for you. You're gone.
Dude.
Yeah.
People that trust the FDA, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone. People, if you talk shit about RFK because of what he said about black people having different biological reactions or whatever, or his vaccine thing, that's fine. That's fine. But if your main quarrel with RFK is that he thinks that they poison us with food, you're fucking gone. You're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gone. You know?
People who denounce Joe Rogan without an explanation.
Oh my God, you're so gone. You're so
so
gone.
gone.
People who look at you.
We're going to put you in a room and make you listen to every one of his fucking podcasts.
People-
2,200.
People who look at you when you're watching Joe Rogan in bed, trying to mind your own business, and tap you on the shoulder, and you pause it, take your earphone out, and turn over with googly eyes because you love the person so much. And they look at you with a straight face, sitting up in bed with their arms crossed, and go, "I thought that you were better than that." You're gone. You're gone. You know what I mean? You're gone. You know?
People who think that South Park is just too cynical.
Oh,
If you say that
people who think
continuously-
that Family Guy's better than South Park, you're gone.
All right, well, maybe let's calm down.
You're gone. You know, you can say you like it more, but you can't say it's better.
That is true.
Because
actually,
there
that's
is-
a really good clarification. That's a really good clarification because I have a very strong association with Family Guy, and it's funny.
You can say
But in
that you
terms
like
of-
it. If you like the humor better, fine. But there is no narrative arc in Family Guy.
Well, and cultural impact and actual
yeah.
like being able to tell something with humor.
Pinpoint the
Infinitely
obvious
more
in a
strong,
humorous
yeah.
way. You know what I mean?
Also cause trouble to try and draw Muhammad so many times that actual terrorists come to your studio and threaten to blow it up. That is a good show.
Those guys are a national treasure.
They really are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how they feel about the Gulag. Maybe we just...
They
maybe
would be
it's a
stoked.
They would be stoked.
They would be definitely stoked.
They would be stoked.
They would be definitely stoked.
Yeah. We could even let them like make fun of the Gulag so it like runs interference of...
We would. We
like,
would.
you know, oh, well, it's not a perfect thing. We're not like all ideological, but actually we do need to do these
Like
things.
Kyle goes there.
Yeah. We
No,
have an
no,
episode
we
of
can't.
the... Yeah, can't do Kyle because he's Jewish. No, here's who would go.
Cartman.
Butters.
But... Or Rand. What about Randy?
Randy would be perfect.
Randy would be
perfect. Because it's kind of like the
Randy,
Chinese
yeah.
prison one, but it's much more reasonable.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
Randy has a bunch of dumbass opinions.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, like, what about people whose favorite part of something is the wrong part to focus on? That's
fine. At least they're close.
At least they're close. Yeah. Yeah.
Shooting a brick is better than an air ball.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shooting a brick is better than an air ball.
Yeah. Oof. I mean, people who like set harsh standards of how someone can appear in a show or even an animated show, like the whole idea of erasure, I get it. Yeah, you should hire black actors. But if you're going to make it so that every single culture has the only right to any character that, you know, at all is related to them, I don't know, man. That's a tough one for me.
That's
I would
already the
say it's not.
executives. That's already the executives.
But the people who I hear talk about it are actors on Twitter.
Right. Well, that's just because they're trying to get work. So you're gone.
Yeah, people who
Because
try
why
to
don't
get
you
work
make
using,
why don't you make a fucking stand for once in your life? You spineless,
Yeah.
you protoplasmic supine invertebrate ninny, to quote Boris Johnson.
I love that.
You know, to quote Boris.
Anybody who tries to get someone fired in a very transparent way just so they can try and even take their job. It's not even a sure thing that they'll get the job, but they get them fired anyway. You're gone.
I got no problem with that.
You think you should be able to get someone fired for like a sexual harassment thing that is non-existent?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that, yeah.
That kind of thing, like something that is non-existent. That's not a good. It's not a good criticism, and the only reason they're making that criticism is because they think it will benefit their career. It's happens all the time. in comedy.
Yeah.
You're gone.
I thought you meant like somebody's just doing a bad job and you just like Machiavelli them.
Fucking.
Because that's fine.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Really, that's what we
We want a meritocracy.
Yeah.
Where people are called out for their bullshit,
Right.
and that'll be harsher.
Right.
It might feel a little more uncomfortable at
Right.
first, but I promise you, once
the
it
end
sets
result
in,
will be better.
you will feel more free.
You'll feel
and
liberated.
spiritually whole
Yeah.
than any other time
You will
you've
get
existed.
you will get noticed for what you can do, not who you are.
And you'll find out what you can do.
And you'll find out who you really are.
Yeah.
On the inside.
Yeah.
Not the outside.
You won't be incentivized for faking it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It really is a hopeful thing. And we might not get all these people, but if we get a majority of them in the Gulag, to re-educate them. Like, it is a harsh existence, but it's trying to re-educate
but it's
them.
for the best.
It's for the best.
I wish I still had my list that I made.
Yeah. You lost that,
I don't know where it is.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. Well, you'll find it.
But I feel like we covered most of them.
I think we made a bigger one. I swear to
On
God,
this one?
I want to go
Jonah
through
Hill.
account.
Jonah Hill, you're gone.
You're gone. You're gone.
You're gone. Jonah, stop acting like a surfer.
Yeah.
Okay? Jonah, stop bitching about how everybody thinks that you're fat. You have $100 million. Do something about it.
James Franco, you're gone. I mean, you're already kind of gone.
Yeah, James, you're already gone.
Just be open about wanting to do it.
Exactly.
Don't go to college 17 times just to fuck girls.
Yeah, just be a sexual predator.
Just be an open sexual predator. Yeah. You'll go to regular jail.
Yeah, you'll go to, but you won't go to the fucking Gulag. Trust me, the Gulag is worse.
Yeah, the Gulag is worse.
Trust me, the Gulag is worse.
Here's the thing. Jail has a set amount of time you stay there.
Exactly.
The Gulag, you stay there until it works.
It's performance-based.
Yeah, it's performance-based.
Okay?
I love this. I'm so happy saying all these things out loud.
You're not going to be able to just ditch through the time, okay?
Yeah, more actors. Who are the more actors? There's so many. We've struck a nerve.
There's way too many.
There's way too many.
I mean, it's just, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
So many
actors,
of them.
comedians, there's so many of you that will go. You know who won't go, even though he's incredibly disingenuous?
Who?
Tom Myers.
Oh, no.
Because we need him.
No, Tom Myers is not disingenuous. Tom Myers is ignorant. I think that he doesn't. I think but ignorance can get you to the Gulag, but not if it's harmless
and hilarious
and self-deprecating.
No, but no, self-deprecating implies that he knows it's self-deprecating.
No, yeah, but he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just deprecating.
Yeah, it's just deprecating.
Yeah, if we
to
can
yourself.
make fun of you, yeah.
You have no idea.
You provide so much humor through being a laughing stock.
And you're just
you get to stay, because we're going to keep you and use you to teach our kids how to not be.
You're a nobody comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, hey, you're not a cautionary tale?
You're not Hassan Minaj.
No, you're not even Hassan Minaj.
Or Trevor Noah, who are just like peddling divisive shit.
Yeah, but Trevor Noah
because they have nothing funny to say.
Yeah.
They have nothing funny to say. Trevor Noah is just doing all he's doing now is just doing blackface. That's all he's doing. Kind of, yeah. I mean, did you see that Shane Gillis thing where he's like he imitates somebody and then he's just doing a black guy.
Wait, who?
He was just like, yo, Donald Trump, we ain't even about that, yo.
That Trevor Noah said that to Shane Gillis?
No, Trevor Noah said that, and then Shane Gillis talked about it. Yeah. He's basically just doing a black guy voice. Yeah. That's all he's doing. Yeah. He's just doing you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, you're South African. Be South African. Why don't you go back and fix your country's fucking economy? Yeah. Instead of sowing discord into our social fabric. Yeah. Please. Yeah. And Hassan, stop making up shit about FBI agents at mosques post 9/11 and stop wondering why they were there right after 9/11. Yeah. My Saudi Arabian friend goes, when I fly into the U.S., I get double checked. I said, Khaled, does that bother you? He goes, sure, but I get why it happens. Yeah, there you go. Khaled, you're not gone. You're not gone.
You get to stay.
You get to be on the fucking board.
You get rewarded.
We need a Bedouin on the board to make the tough decisions that we can't. Yeah. Like how big are the rocks that we're throwing at this person? Yeah. You know what I mean? How big?
We need to know because we've never done it before.
Khaled, you go get with Abdul and figure out the rock size. Yeah. We got pretty good arms over here in America, so maybe we could use a little bit bigger rocks than you guys use. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right? Yeah. You're not gone.
Back to more of a Disney adult thing. I think if you have watched every single one of the Star Wars spin-off shows and raved about it, you're gone. You're gone. Yeah, it's just not working.
Why don't you grow up? It's
not going to work for us.
You know?
Yeah, it's not going to work for society. Let's be clear. This is not a selfish thing. We're not doing this for us. We're doing this for you. We would rather just be happy and exist in a state of ignorance, but we're not. We're awake.
The people who greenlighted the last Indiana Jones movie, where the 18-year-old drug addict girl happened to know more shit about decoding shit. And,
Is there a more recent one?
Yeah, and ciphers
Yeah.
and ancient languages than a tenured Indiana Jones who was retiring.
Yeah.
You're fucking gone.
Yeah.
We're enough with the young genius chick trope who knows more than Indiana fucking Jones, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You're gone. You're gone. You know what I mean? The people who made the Ghostbusters spinoff, gone.
Oh, you know something that we would do in the gulags?
Everybody on the SNL cast, besides the people that you say, gone.
Yeah. I mean, Bo and Yang, I'm sorry. You're gone, like, before.
No, that guy's
this.
definitely gone. That guy's definitely
he's
gone.
as
He's
hell.
definitely gone.
I mean, there's funny people on the SNL cast right now that are good.
Right, so
I think we keep them.
you know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are.
We all know that you know who you are.
And
We all know you were wondering why Bowen Yang is on there.
And there are women who make women laugh. And in certain cases, that's okay.
Yeah.
Comedy's not necessarily a woman-dominated market.
It should
or
never be.
Audience.
It should, yeah.
What I'm saying
let's be
is,
honest,
like,
you guys aren't funny and you don't make each other laugh, and you only laugh because you have this constant Machiavellian social climbing bullshit going on.
Yeah.
That's why none of you have real friends.
Well, and I'll say, the ones who are, like, just...
The ones who are funny, like Nikki Glazer,
Yeah.
tells jokes like a dude. Sorry, I said it.
Well, but that's for dudes and some girls. But I'm saying there's...
No, but-
And just, this is from my, like, analysis of comedy. I certainly have mostly gripes about SNL and how they work right now. But, like, yeah, there are some that I think at least are worth giving one, like, a provisional chance to see if they can develop something that stays.
Whitney Cummings,
Yeah. That's the kind of thing where
Nikki
it's like...
Glazer, but they tell jokes like guys. Because a guy joke is a joke that everybody can laugh at if you just allow yourself to see the humor. You know what I mean?
like when Whitney Cummings is like, everybody fucking saying Armageddon is when like it's happening so soon. I'm like, I need to know a date so I know when to start smoking again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's funny.
That's funny.
But that's like something that a guy would say.
Exactly. But here's the thing: there are
because girl humor is
things that I don't think are as funny. But they are better
but
for
you can
girls
see
because
that
they
it's
have
funny.
the fucked up mind that that's the best thing.
But it's not. Yeah, but they don't know what's funny. Like Amy Schumer talking about how hard it is being pregnant in her vagina.
Yeah,
it's
Amy
not. That's
Schumer,
not funny.
Amy
If
Schumer,
you mention
you're going with Bowen, like
guys,
you guys are the first. You
like,
are the lead flight.
And guys rarely in like actual comedy mention their dicks. Mm-hmm. That's like girls big. They're like, yeah, they're talking about their dick. Yeah, guys talk about their dicks in 5th grade.
Yeah,
you never heard George Carlin talk about his dick.
You've
never heard Dave Chappelle talk about his dick. You've never heard Eddie Murphy talk about his dick. You've never even really heard Cat Williams talk about his dick. The only time Cat Williams talked about his dick was when he was talking about how steroids were actually from the devil because it makes your dick little.
Yeah.
So he had to trick a bitch telling her to feel his arms instead of noticing how small his dick was.
Yes.
That's not a dick joke. The dick happens to be in the joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not, my vagina.
It's not the focus.
My vagina.
It's not the focus, it's a device.
It is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And most of the people who make the dick the focus are
not funny.
Those are jokes that last.
Nobody thinks they're funny. Bill Burr is not that guy. Even Shane Gillis, talking just frat boy shit.
Yeah.
He does not make dick jokes.
No.
You know what I mean?
And he'll make a few, but they're usually not. I don't know any of them that where that's the focus. That's the center of it. Yeah.
It's never like, oh, my dick, you guys. Like everybody's like,
shove his
what?
dick in the center.
And what? You know what I mean?
And what? It's not that funny. No, but girls, that's something they do. And honestly, they don't do it for girls. They do it to try and appease guys.
Yeah.
Eliza Schlesinger, I don't know what to do with you because I don't think you can change. I think you're going to have to be an example within the gulags of how bad things can get.
Right.
And how and we're going to have
I don't
to
even know who you are.
You posed naked on Netflix and got a bunch of views because of that, because you're kind of hot and you what the fuck is going on out there? You basically tricked guys into watching your thing because they were confronted with, oh, do I watch Eliza Schlesinger or do I watch Indian man talking, like looking at me condescendingly Like that's really that's not even my joke. That's a come down thing. But they're like, Printar Hubadi looking at like I hate white people.
Do
like
I look at Hassan Minaj telling us that we're bad for?
Or do I pick the naked woman?
Yeah, the naked hot girl.
I somehow think that's gonna be on stage. It's not on stage. You go up and you talk about how much you're better than everybody else, and how despite being born in the middle class, you were successful enough to stay in the upper middle class.
Oh, good for you.
We're gonna point to you and we're gonna say, look, we're gonna say that's what irredeemable looks like.
We're gonna make her. We're going to chain her up and give her amphetamines and make her do a set of comedy that never ends. And you're going to be like, I get it now. I make it stop. I fucking get it. It was funny on the 15-second Instagram clip when I scrolled through the comments and everybody was like, yas, yas, yas. But now that nobody's screaming yas anymore and everybody who is doing it in a woeful way. Yas.
So
yes.
So in the
anybody where when anything happens they go, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone. I had that happen the other day. This 20-year-old kid, I told him something like banal. I was like, oh, I went to work out this morning. He was like, what time? I was like, 9. He was like, that's crazy. And then I was like, I woke up this morning and drank water because I was thirsty. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. We're both breathing right now. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Anybody who thinks that sneakers are art.
Oh.
Anybody who thinks excuse me.
We're gonna go 5 hours on this.
Anybody who thinks that sneakers are art. Anybody who thinks they look good in sneakers.
Yeah.
Like they look fashionable and elegant. You're gone. Anybody who wears sweatpants outside. You're gone. Anybody who wears Crocs.
Those last 3 are not. I'm wearing sneakers right now.
I'm talking about the people. Yeah, but you're not like, oh, look at how dope I look.
Yes.
You're not wearing Jordans.
No, I want clothes to not be naked.
You're not like this. You're not like look, you saw how they put the Nike logo backwards?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You're gone.
Yeah.
Like you're gone. Like they put the logo backwards. You know what I mean? You're gone. You are a corporate shill and you don't even know it. You're fucking gone. Anybody who wears fuck on a t-shirt and thinks that they're an artist. They put fuck on a t-shirt. They go, I'm an artist. You go, no, you're not. No, it's not 1930s in the Deep South. Writing fuck on your t-shirt is no longer anything but the norm. You're gone. You're not a revolution. You're gone. Anybody that wears Crocs in public, you're fucking gone. Anybody who wears Crocs in public with the little things that they put in the holes to customize it, unless you're a nurse, you are fucking gone. And you know what? If you're a nurse and you're not on shift or coming off a shift, you are fucking gone. You are so far gone.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay, Fed smoker.
Dude, I have a real gripe with that one. Athleisure. Yeah. People who wear athleisure.
Yeah.
Gone. You're have a little pride in yourself, man.
Yeah.
You're fucking gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah. Oh, I had one.
You know what I mean?
I forgot it there.
You're so good. Have a little class. You know what I mean? Have a little class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody who like has like 1,400 different baseball hats with like different shit stitched into the side. And they're like, oh, that's crazy. Like, you're gone. Like, this is why we should have never let people dress how they want. You know what I mean? We should have made people just only go to Macy's in the 1950s. Yeah. And it's like, do you want the blue sports coat, the gray sports coat, or the tan sports coat? Because clearly you're not enough of an adult to dress yourself like one. You know what I mean? Stop dressing like a 14-year-old.
If you are a father, like a suburban father, who skateboards and you're not Tony Hawk, you're gone.
Nah, I do.
Who is that? Who are you protecting?
I don't know, dude. I think they're groovy.
Who are you protecting?
I mean, like, I'm not protecting
Brooklyn
anyone.
Dads
I just
who
think
are getting back into skateboarding after being into it in middle school and then
okay. If you're getting back into it, you're gone.
Okay.
But if you've been a skater for life,
all right,
and you just happen to become middle age,
you know
what I mean?
But no, you have a kid. That's also part of it.
Fine. If you were skating the entire time. Not like, oh, you skated in middle school and now you have a midlife crisis. You know what I mean?
That might be just one where we have to differ, but I don't care that much about it, but it definitely fits in with
But like, what
thing.
if you've been doing it your whole life? Like, do you have a problem with surfers?
No, because
exactly.
surfing is in the water and your kid won't do it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, but one thing I did want to say is we should have, in the same way that like prisons loan out firefighters, and that's not a great example because they're not always good.
Right.
But we should have some kind of program where these people work from the Gulag, and it's more like parole, and it's like, doing work while in prison that will help you towards getting a shorter sentence. And if you contribute, all the better for everybody.
So what do you think they should do?
I think there's certain people we've mentioned who are horrible people, but have skills that we could use.
I think that all of them should just have to sit there and transcribe the works of Shakespeare in cursive.
But that's not going to fix the people who already like Shakespeare. There's people who like Shakespeare in that group. It's just they have other horrible.
No, but then they have to give an analysis of it. And if they say, I was a bit upset because the female character didn't get enough lines, 5 years. 5 years.
So I don't think that's going to be a universal enough thing. And you know me, I like to be comprehensive.
Okay, fine.
These sorts of things. So
look, because I'm the big idea guy.
You got.
This is I'm Hitler, right? And this is Himmler. He's Himmler.
All the different ones.
No, you're not Goring. You're not the opium addicted Lufthansa Luftwaffe head.
I get them mixed up.
I'm like, we're gonna do it. You're like, let me present you the plan.
Well, and also
let me present you the plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So also I think in terms of like getting something out of it, a little bit of Goebbels.
Little bit of Goebbels. Yeah. We need a propaganda minister. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, I'm mixing it up. Who's the doctor?
That's Mengele.
Mengele, there we go. I don't know enough about Nazis.
They're going to clip this and be like, he said that he was Hitler.
Who's going to clip this? We got 22 people listening. They're all our friends.
One of the 22 people. I know who you are.
I know who you are. I think there's like a literally unlimited list of, maybe not unlimited. We have to realize that there will be a limit. Otherwise, we're just Stalin and we're just sending people for no reason other than our own interests.
No.
So we're trying to send this for the best of humanity. We're gonna be a brain trust of like we're gonna figure out to fix them.
People who say that people are like who are saying there's too many white people in the Western canon. Who the fuck was in the West? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like in literature. They're like people who take literature in America. Who go, why are there not more authors who aren't from the Western world? Maybe because we're in the Western world, darling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe because certain people can't write.
And maybe because if you translate books from far out languages, they become butchered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe there's a class for that called Southeast Asian literature.
Yeah.
Called African literature.
Yeah.
Called, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe, just maybe, because there's kind of a culture in ethos that is Western, right?
Yeah.
Where there's a collection of ideas and accumulated history.
Yeah.
And just because your family didn't come from here and you want to be represented, maybe you should write a book while you come here. And then you'll become part of the Western canon. You know what I mean?
Your eyes are popping out of your head again.
People who go, there was too many old white guys who wrote books 200 years ago. Everyone else was a slave. Who's supposed to write the books?
Your eyes are popping out of your head. You're staring at the bookcase like it's talking to you. And I agree. That's very
Who else was writing the books? You know what I mean? There's too many old white... I'm reading books from 200 years ago. There's too many white people. Who was writing the books in the antebellum South?
If you could see this room, you would have to agree that...
You would have to
Rob
agree with
has...
That Rob has knowledge of literature.
Like, more than just a specific...
Like knowledge that would surprise you.
Yeah.
That would surprise... You go,
Definitely
you thumb
surprise
through
you.
my bookshelf, you're like, wow, this guy hit everything.
Yeah.
I read second-rate Russian authors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sergei Dovlatov. Look him up. Daniil Karms. You know what I mean?
I know comedy and fucking actors and gay shit like that.
I will go toe-to-toe with any literature person. I swear to God. And they will not... I could teach a literature class at Harvard right now. Right now.
I mean, if this podcast gets big enough, I think that would be such an amazing feat to get from a podcast to there.
No, I'm gonna do it after I release my multiple series of books.
Yeah.
One of which is almost done right now.
Yeah.
It's about 70% of the way done.
He's hitting his quotas.
I'm hitting my quotas every day now that I'm not snorting cocaine. And then they go, oh my God, because they're going to wonder, who is it? Who is it? This guy has a pseudonym. Who is it?
Yeah.
So all you geniuses out there, right?
Rob Dickers on it.
all you like podcast Reddit nerds, look out on the shelves from about a year from now, probably, for a French-sounding author coming out of America that has a Hunter S. Thompson, Louis Ferdinand Celine, Hemingway, Sun Also Rises-esque book, because some Wolfian shit in there, some a little bit Kerouac sprinkled in. You'll know that that's actually Rob Dickers.
Yeah.
You'll know. And you'll say, oh my God, this guy's so sophisticated, dude.
I have a new group.
What?
People who look at their watch just to emphasize that they're talking about time, even when it has nothing to do. He looked at his watch when he said about a year from now.
I look, dude. I used to look at my wrist when I didn't have a watch.
I know exactly. That's the type of group people is like, no, you got to learn how to not do that.
Well,
maybe you go to daycare instead,
this
where
is
you
when,
just have to go to a class every day.
Really? See, now you're being Stalin-esque. This
People
is why
will wear red on Sunday.
This is why you're in charge of the logistics, because you're a tyrant.
Yeah,
I'm a magnanimous guy.
I would get a little bit.
You would get carried away.
Yeah.
These are not my pet peeves.
Yeah.
These are the desecration of our culture and values.
Here's the thing that would happen with me. I'd have a little too much fun with it.
I'm not having fun.
You're not having any fun.
I see the value in everyone. This is paining me to do this.
Yeah.
But it needs to be done.
Yeah, no, I would get a little too creative with the types of people. Now, in terms of the effectiveness, I would be dedicated to how effective this could be.
Right.
But given the wrong circumstance, actually, no, here's the thing. I would have fun while being effective.
Right.
Because I can come up with creative ways to do it. Maybe we should talk about that next pod.
Right.
Just all the different ways that I could hit all these groups. We can write a list of all the ones we listed here. And I could talk about which ways I would go about, trying to re-educate them.
Right.
That would be an interesting.
That's his field.
Interesting concept. Yeah. It's certainly a long list, and it is not complete by any stretch of the truth.
I'm more of like the spotter.
Yeah.
And he's like the dude with the rifle.
A little bit.
I'm like, go shoot that guy, and then he figures out how to shoot that guy.
Yeah, he tells me the location.
I'm like, look, that guy over there. He's like, all right,
degrees,
let me figure it out.
All right, I'll deal with the wind.
I'm gonna deal with the wind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal with the wind and holding my breath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be jerking off.
Yeah.
Doing cocaine.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, that's the thing about becoming some kind of dictator, right? You get the license to do drugs because enough people are watching you and waiting for you to fail that you have to make it work.
You have to, And you
otherwise,
have to make the most of it.
Otherwise, you don't just die, you lose everything you've worked for.
Because I'm going to end up eventually being that disingenuous person.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, I'm going to have a slip.
Oh, yeah, and then that's how Stalin worked, baby.
Then they're going to be like, dude, like, you just did what you said people are going to, like, you know what I mean? Lead by example. I'm going to say no, then there's going to be an uprising, and they're going to kill me and my family.
Here's the same thing.
But they're not really going to, because I like large stallion women. Yeah. I'm going to raise my sons as absolute killers.
Yeah.
So if you can get past these 5 behemoths of men who are expert in small arms, swordsmanship, archery, hand-to-hand combat. I'm literally going to send them to Israel to get trained by the Mossad, like little Spartans. Yeah. Except the only difference between them and the Israelis is they're going to be built like Mike Tyson and 6'6". You know what I mean?
Are you going to let them do Krav Maga and like poke people's eyes out and kick them in the mouth?
Absolutely.
You don't see any.
There is no such thing as a fair fight. There's only a such thing as winning.
There you go.
There's only winning.
Well, and me with our power dynamic, I think it would be reasonable because at the same time that I'm very thoughtful in terms of how to make things work, I'm also a very sentimental guy, and I don't like. I'm not kind of loyal. And sentimental. So even if I found a reason to be disloyal, I'd have a little trouble trying to do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the fact that you just said that on record
makes
me not trust you even more.
Of course.
Because now you have plausible deniability.
Well, maybe.
And that little devilish smile you got. CJ, clip that.
CJ, clip that smile.
CJ, clip that smile.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of realized that halfway through saying it. I'm like, this totally.
That was a bad move. When I get paranoid, I might just preemptively kill you. You'd be like, that guy with some money. That was the only guy that had your back.
He's gonna put me in a dildo chair watching South Park for hours for the rest of my life. I can't let that happen. I got a preemptive strike.
And we're gonna make all the guards talk in English, but with a German accent. Why will you not watch the South Park?
Yeah, no.
Where are your papers?
I think by that point we'll have cloning down, and we'll just be able to figure out a guy who would be the guy. Out of all the people we know, who is simplistic enough that they wouldn't question orders, and they would also be effective and be able to learn the accent and look right for the part that we just cloned to do.
Bobby Jacks plus 6 inches.
Because
Bobby Jacks is like 5'8".
And you think he would get enough purpose out of doing that with a bunch of other and would he get along with other clones of Bobby Jacks, or would they eat each other? Okay, yeah, no, they would coordinate. They would become vicious together
because they would all have the same goal and mission.
Yeah,
and he loves nothing more than a gang of thugs that agree with him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And there would be one Bobby Jacks in charge, and really like people would be.
That would be the original Bobby Jacks, who would be the same height, who would be the same, and he'd see what he would look like at like 6'2", and he would just be so angry. And such a disciplinarian with all of them because if they slipped up even a bit, he'd be like, "What, you think your dick is bigger than mine?"
Wait, Bobby Jacks seemed pretty tall when I met him.
No.
Was he not?
You're
okay.
misremembering.
I'm misremembering.
Bobby Jacks is like 5'8.5", 5'9" tops.
I think
he just presents bigger than he is.
Exactly.
He's a big personality.
He's a big personality.
You can get lost in how fired up he is and not size him up properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And now, see, the way my mind works is I'm like, oh, shoot, I was too honest about how sentimental I was, and now he's going to be on guard, so now I have to preemptively kill him. And that's why this doesn't work.
That's why this doesn't work.
As much as I tried to say that why it would work, that's exactly why it doesn't work.
That's why it doesn't work. And it took, within a draconian leadership, there has to be things left unsaid for the sake of paranoia.
Because you have to be on guard. But once it's said, then you're doubly on guard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to be reminded of how I'm on guard.
And the problem with me is I always will telegraph exactly what I think might not be extremely obvious, even though it is extremely obvious. And that will be part of why I'm good at teaching people things. Because for them, it isn't obvious, even though it should be obvious. Why
you're stuck in this fucking shithole? You know.